The job I just interviewed for at the end told me they pay 45K. The way I was holding back tears, and I am right now. Data analyst role located in New York City requires several years of experience. And I know something is better than nothing, don't get me wrong, but the salaries I have been seeing for certain jobs, I am shocked with how low they've gotten.
So I've told the story before, but I'm going to tell it again. Some time ago, I was interviewing for a creative director position at a big car company. They have like 200 locations statewide. I sent them my portfolio, my resume. They wrote me back almost immediately. They were like really excited to meet me. So the next day, had an interview there. It was going great. Basically, I would be overseeing all of the social media, all the marketing, pretty much everything for this car company. Again, 200 branches, it's huge. And this would be their corporate office. Anyway, it was going great up until we got to talking about salary. There was two guys interviewing me, and we got to talking numbers, and the tone just completely changed. They asked me what I was thinking, and this job, I mean, it's easily 100K, and that's probably underselling it. Their eyes were just like dinner plates. They were just like and I'll never forget like the way that they fucking laughed. It was like this nervous laughter, not like making fun of me, but like when it settled down for a minute, they were like they had this moment of honesty. They were like, "Listen, man, we can't come anywhere near that." And I said, "Well, like how much were you guys thinking?" And they kind of looked at each other, and then they looked at me, and they're like, "We're only able to offer you $50,000 for a job with that amount of responsibility, not to mention the amount of experience it required." It was just absolutely baffling to me. And that apparently this story is not uncommon. Jobs just don't pay.
The less your job pays you, the more likely they are to make you endanger your life to show up for your shift. Now that I have myself a nice middle-class office job, they're super accommodating. I can say I lost power, this or that. Oh, take the day off. But when I made minimum wage delivering pizzas and there was an ice storm like this, every auto parts store in my area was out of the size of chains for my car. So I called my boss and I said I couldn't come in. And the owner called me saying that I was going to be fired if I didn't show up for my shift. Clearly I can't deliver pizza in this weather, so she was expecting me to show up, drive 9 miles in the ice to make literal minimum wage, no tips, making pizzas all night. The lower the job is on the wage scale, the less autonomy it tends to provide people, which is a super perverse incentive. Because it typically means they impose a higher risk on you while simultaneously providing you with the least benefits. Fifth straight day of frigid weather in Portland. So much ice on my car, I couldn't even get in it. Now I gotta walk if I want dinner. I mean, clearly I could cook something, but I prefer to support small businesses.
Friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this channel. So in today's video, we are talking about companies giving low wages to their employers, okay, to their employees, in fact. So a lot of people have been facing this, and you know how stressing it is. You are working and you're getting a low salary. Okay, you have the bills to pay, guys. You have your house rent, you have your car bill, you have your health insurance to pay, you have everything, like all the things that you need to put in place, including groceries, especially if you're also a single mother or even you have a home. It's a lot of things, guys. So why is this happening? Okay, because a lot of people came out on TikTok saying we're getting low salaries. What can be the cause of this? So I just want to add on maybe what I think this can be a problem. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to talk about the COVID-19. The moment the COVID-19 heated heated worldwide, a lot of businesses closed. Okay, So they had the layoffs and the shift toward remote work. This economic downturn caused ripple effects, with many companies freezing, hiring, or offering low wages as they try to survive. Another thing that I want to talk about is remote work has also played a role. While it's offering flex, flexibility and cutting commuting costs, it has created a larger, more competitive job market. Employers now have access to a global talent pool, which means they are often able to find qualified candidates willing to work for less. This increased competition can drive down wages, especially for remote positions. Again, but the remote work is not the only factor, guys. Wage stagnation has been a persistent issue for decades. Despite increasing the productivity, wages have not kept pace. Many economists point to factors like the decline of the union power, outsourcing, and technological advancements that replace human labor. These elements contribute to the broader trend of wage stagnation, making it harder for workers to see significant pay increases. Another thing that I want also to us to consider the rise of the gig economy. Platforms like Uber, Lyft, and Fiverr offer flexible work opportunities, but they often don't come with the same benefit or stability as traditional jobs. Gig workers are typically classified as independent contractors, meaning they are not entitled to minimum wage protections, health benefit, or job security. This trend can contribute to overall low earnings. Okay. And another thing is the inflation. Inflation, yes. While wages have been stagnant, the cost of living has continued to rise. Housing, healthcare, and education costs have increased, putting a squeeze on household budgets. Even if wages remain the same, increased living costs effectively reduce purchasing power, making it feel like salaries are lower than they actually are. So another thing that I want to talk about is what can be done about this. It's a tough challenge, but there's a few potential solutions. Advocating for high minimum wages, supporting policies that strengthen workers' rights and unions, and promoting fair pay practices are all steps in the right direction. Another thing is staying informed about economic trends and continuing to upskill, keep health workers better, navigate this challenging landscape. So, despite the challenges, there are reasons to be hopeful. Many workers are pushing for change, and there is a growing awareness of these issues. By staying engaged and advocating for fair wages, we can work towards a future where hard work is rewarded appropriately. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is what I think about this video. If you find it informative, please give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. All I can say is bye bye.